Ampidinesoi pollai naeta ussi malaskedonalla. Around are many islands, close to each other. Dulichion and Same and wooded Zakynthos. Ithaca itself lies low, furthest to sea towards dusk. The rest apart face dawn and sun.
And so I said to myself at the beginning of these researches, what if Homer was right all along? Can we make one or two small changes in the geology here, in the landscape, and see if the jigsaw puzzle fits?
So our three clues are, it's low-lying, it's furthest out to sea, and it's to the west. And those three clues are either right or they're wrong.
And this is the great thing about drilling a borehole. It's an ultimate test of a theory. You're going to find out whether you're still on right track or whether you have to go back to the drawing board and think again.
Well, Strabo was writing in the early years of the 1st century AD a geography of the whole known world. And in describing Kephallonia, he makes this remarkable statement that where the island is narrowest, it forms a low isthmus, which is often submerged from sea to sea. That tells us that in the 1st century BC, there was a navigable passageway between Paliki and the eastern part of Kephallonia.
And that's
Yes.
where the backdrop to it, how far
Exactly,
that goes to the
and what
east.
happened. And I mean, it is interesting if you consider the sheer elevation of what's up behind here.
Yeah.
Because when you look up, you can't really see from here, but you look up at the mountains behind us and you think, God, that's pretty high.
What we don't know is when this all came down, but at least we know that it did come down and there was sea level, unobstructed, below this place we're standing on now at some time in the past.
The hypothesis was irresistible from the beginning. The geology has now made it yet more irresistible. I think that it will be accepted that a long-standing enigma has now been solved.
We now have almost a route map. We know exactly where we should be looking for an ancient harbour, for an ancient city, even for an ancient palace. All of this material needs further investigation, but I believe if it is investigated in the fullness of time, there will be no doubt that this location was the homeland of a real Odysseus who lived in a real city, a real palace, and had a real kingdom.